welcome to my channel, Krafty Ketovore. It is Monday, September 11th. Never forget. So I am breaking my fast now with just pork rinds. That's it. I don't feel like going up and cooking anything. It is 10:30 right now. I will probably have some hard-boiled eggs a little bit later with maybe an avocado. I think my dad got avocados this week. I don't know. I didn't even look. And yogurt. Right now, I'm just going to have some pork rinds because I am hungry. I just don't want to cook anything. I haven't been upstairs yet because I've been doing other things. So I will be back in just a little bit. I want to talk about a little bit about my niece's wedding. It was great. And what I'm eating. I'll see you in a bit. So right now I'm going to have 2 hard-boiled eggs. That is not a whole avocado. That's not even half of an avocado because the rest of it was kind of a bust. I had to toss it. And I'm seasoning with some pink salt. And this is a combination of the Total Seasoning and the Body Complete Seasoning. And yogurt, and I'm going to spritz it with some black cherry, and then I'm having my current favorite bubbly, key lime pie. And I've also got some water, regular water. Alright, there you go. That's what I'm going to eat right now. This is going to be dinner for tonight. It is just the hamburger patties that I cooked in the oven last week, Friday. And so I've got 3 of the Laughing Cow cheese wedges in there. I probably won't go through all of them, but that is what I'm going to be having for dinner tonight. This is my finger food. Alright, so I am going to pop in a picture right here of what I am, well, I broke my fast with the pork rinds, you saw that, but what I am going to be having for lunch, and a little clip of what I'm going to be having for dinner. But right now, I was going to talk a little bit about the wedding. It was so beautiful. Oh my gosh. It did take some time to figure out where places were. So it was the wedding was at Sacred Heart Church in Troy, in Missouri, and it took us about 40 minutes to get there. And I just rode with my dad, and we ended up getting there at noon. The wedding was at 1 o'clock. Since we got there at noon, he decided, since he wasn't going to the reception, he wanted to at least see where it is so he'd know where we are going. My son picked me up for the reception. So we decided to go find the place, which was also in Troy. It was a barn venue. And it was down some windy roads. I'm panicky when I'm in the car. Whether I'm driving, if I'm driving, it's even worse. But even when I'm a passenger, I'm very panicky. Especially on windy roads. It didn't used to be like that. But anyway, so we finally got to the road that was going to lead to the barn venue. And my dad said, it's 3 miles. He says, I don't think we need to go 3 miles, but you know where you're going. So anyway, we finally, and then coming back, he ended up taking a wrong turn or something, and we ended up having to go another exit and come back and blah, blah, blah. We finally got back to the church, and my niece was absolutely gorgeous. So she wore my mother's wedding dress, and so after my niece got my dad seated next to me, I was already in the seating area at the chapel. We heard the music start, and everybody turns around to see my niece standing there with my brother-in-law, and I could hear my dad My son didn't go to the wedding. I was trying to tell him about this and I could barely spit it out. But I could hear my dad next to me, and he was sniffling. Seeing my niece wearing my mother's wedding dress. And of course, I immediately started bawling. Just the sight of my mother's wedding dress cleaned up and on my niece, it was so gorgeous. Oh my gosh, it was beautiful. So, and being as it was a Catholic wedding, it was very long. I'm not a Catholic, so I was having a hard time just sitting waiting for it to be done, but it was beautiful. The whole thing was beautiful, absolutely. And all the lady that used to cut my mom's hair after she had her stroke, she's the one who also did all the hair for all the bridesmaids. Really gorgeous job she did on their hair. Now when my nephew got married 7 years ago, instead of having a traditional best man, he had a best woman. He chose my niece as his best woman. So likewise, 7 years later, my niece is getting married, and she picked him as her man of honor instead of a maid of honor or a matron of honor. He's the man of honor. So my nephew did that. And names are a little bit confusing in the wedding or in the family period. So my brother-in-law is Michael, and my niece's husband now is Michael, and his dad is also Michael. And my nephew's wife is Maddie, and my niece's husband now, his sister's name is also Maddie. They were both bridesmaids. So, a little bit confusing on the names. But anyway, it was a really beautiful ceremony. And I am going to put in some pictures and a video clip. I'm going to have the sound turned down for, copyright issues. But when they did the bride and groom dance, they played Elvis. So that was absolutely awesome. My mother would have loved that because Elvis was her thing. We had Elvis. We had a couple of Elvis songs played at my mom's funeral. But anyway, it was absolutely beautiful. And the venue, the barn venue, which was hard to get to, very gravelly, large gravelly road, but gorgeous once you get in there. Oh my gosh, all the little settings they had for picture taking, it was beautiful. The great big huge dance floor in the middle of the barn, it was absolutely stunning. So I'm going to show you the clips and pictures, and I will be right back. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and close it out for now. I'm just going to pretty much crochet and relax for the rest of the day. Drink some coffee. I'm drinking Summer Blend. It was something that I got on clearance at Aldi, and it's not my favorite. It's okay. I mean, it's not horrible like airplane coffee horrible, which that's nasty stuff. But it's okay. I'm just trying to use it up. That's the only reason why I'm drinking it. I just want to get it used up. So, I'm going to have my coffee. And I also have to get the rest of the laundry put away. So, if you could give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate it. And I will see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.